Or maybe it's just your chest tightening from the effort. The wind keeps asking the same question. How do you last a night in this? Scholars still puzzle over whether such shelters alone were truly warm enough without the constant aid of communal fires. Some argue the tents were so drafty that people relied heavily on sheer numbers, while others insist the design itself, angled walls, tight seams, venting flaps, was surprisingly efficient. The truth may lie somewhere in between, an imperfect balance of architecture and shared endurance. You let your imagination slip further, picturing the way your own body would crave warmth now if you had to spend the night. You'd shiver until exhaustion set in, teeth clacking like a percussion line, and eventually your muscles would give out. That's the reality of exposure. Your body can't win against nature without clever tools. And it's here, in this vast openness, that you realize how extraordinary it was for native peoples to not just endure but to thrive, to raise children, to hold ceremonies, to laugh and dream, while the wind outside clawed at their shelters. The smoke trail looms larger now, clearer, thicker, a sign of life against all odds. You picture a circle of tents gathered, their pointed tops rising from the snow like stubborn reeds in a frozen lake. Each one a beacon of survival, each one filled with stories you can almost hear if you close your eyes. Imagine stepping closer, your frozen boots crunching softly, the muffled bark of a dog, the distant cry of a baby swaddled in fur. The outside world is merciless, but inside those hide walls, there is light, heat, and a cocoon of human resilience. For a moment, you just stand there, your own breath drifting out in clouds, and you think about how the first lesson of surviving the night is simply to move toward the fire, always toward the fire. The tents ahead promise more answers, but for now, you hold on to the thought that clever hands, clever hearts, and an unbreakable will have turned this impossible plain into a place where people lay down at night, closed their eyes, and actually found rest. You step closer now, boots sinking into the drifted snow as the wind whistles around your ears. The trail of smoke thickens, and soon the outline of a small village appears, teepees clustered in a circle like guardians against the howling plain. Each structure stands defiant, tall, and purposeful, its hide covering drawn snug against wooden poles that pierce upward into the sky. You feel a sense of invitation, as if the circle itself says, "Come inside, traveler. You don't belong out there." Villages on the winter plains weren't scattered at random. They were often built in a circle,